Fourth night of protest in Georgia ends with crackdown. Ukraine strikes Russian air defense system in Crimea, and how operation in Kursk region postpones Russian offensive near Zaporizhzhia. The latest news next. Protests against the ruling Georgian Dream Party have persisted for several days across Georgia, sparked by the authorities' announcement that they would pause the process of European integration until 2028. In Tbilisi, demonstrators continued to actively throw pyrotechnics while police used tear gas, reported by European Pravda, Syrian Echo of the Caucasus, a Radio Liberty project and Georgian news outlet, News Georgia. About details, the fourth night of protest in Tbilisi ended with a crackdown on protesters on Rustaveli Avenue and new detentions. At around 5 a.m. local time on Rustaveli Avenue, special forces reportedly continued to deploy tear gas against protesters, who responded by setting off firecrackers. At least 2 people were then detained. According to Echo of the Caucasus, police began detaining protesters in the metro early in the morning. More arrests were reported in Tbilisi's Wake district. News Georgia reported that by 7 a.m. police and special forces had cleared Rustaveli Avenue. The remaining protesters gathered near a metro station where violent detentions resumed, with some protesters reportedly beaten during the process. Ukrainian intelligence conducted large-scale strikes on Russian bases in Crimea. In this way, the troops wanted to force Russia to redeploy additional air defense assets from the front, Forbes reports. Despite the massiveness and complexity of the strike, it was probably primarily a feint to force the Russians to redirect additional air defense assets from other places along the front line. Thus, a Ukrainian attack on Crimea could facilitate further Ukrainian attacks. This could include strikes on Russian command posts and supply lines in the Kursk region, on strikes on key Russian infrastructure in the Donetsk region. According to Forbes, one of the most diverse combinations of munitions was used in the November 29th attack. These could have included Storm Shadow cruise missiles, S-200, anti-aircraft missile systems converted into long-range surface-to-surface weapons, attack drones from the main intelligence directorate, and ballistic missiles of an unspecified type. At first glance, it may seem like a futile attack, but the redeployment of air defense assets to Crimea, combined with increased Ukrainian attacks on the Russian Air Force's best S-400 air defense batteries, could create gaps in the air defense system. Russia wants to accelerate the fulfillment of tasks in the Kursk region. The 76th Airborne Assault Division has been redeployed there from Zaporizhzhia region, reported by RBC News according to 3 informed sources. According to the agency, the Russian counteroffensive in the Kursk region forced Moscow to make some adjustments to its plans for an offensive in the Zaporizhzhia region, but it did not abandon them. The start of the Russian operation in Zaporizhzhia was expected to be approximately between October and December. Currently, our military predicts that Russia may launch its offensive after December 5th, but this date should not be considered the final date, as Moscow has postponed D-Day more than once before. The sources RBC Ukraine spoke to believe that Russia may strike in the area of Kamensk, Pyatikhatki in Zaporizhzhia region to the north to get as close as possible to the city of Zaporizhzhia and get the opportunity to fire on the southern part of the regional center with cannon artillery. Intelligence reports indicate that 2,000 North Korean military personnel have been deployed to combat units of the Russian army assigned to Marine brigades and airborne divisions, reported by Andriy Chernyak, spokesperson for Defense Intelligence of Ukraine, in an interview with Donbas Rally, a Radio Liberty project. There are 9,000 North Korean servicemen in the operational reserve of the Russian army as of now, and 2,000 have been transferred to combat units. Chernyak emphasized that this confirms North Korean soldiers are already participating in combat.
They may not be on the line of contact or in advanced positions, but they are still supporting aggression against Ukraine, aiding in the killing of Ukrainian servicemen.
DIU reports that the contingent of North Korean troops in Russia is commanded by 3 generals.
They are being hidden as much as possible and are heavily guarded. They are kept in closed camps where they are undergoing training, but every effort is made to conceal them from everyone.
German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, who arrived in Kiev on the morning of Monday, the 2nd of December, has announced new weapons deliveries for Ukraine worth 650 million euros, reported by European Pravda. About details, Scholz stated that his visit is intended as a sign of solidarity and to emphasize that Germany will remain Ukraine's strongest supporter in Europe. Quote, Ukraine has heroically defended itself against relentless Russian aggression for over 1,000 days. About more details, Scholz added that in Kiev he plans to announce additional defense equipment worth 650 million euros to be supplied in December. Ukraine can rely on Germany. We say what we do and we do what we say, he pointed out. On the night of December 2nd, Russia launched 110 drones into Ukraine. Ukrainian air defense forces were operating in 10 regions, according to the Air Force of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. That night, Russian occupiers launched 110 Shaheds and other types of drones from 4 districts: Kursk, Orel, Myllerovo, and Primorsk-Akhtarsk. Ukrainian air defense systems were operating in Kyiv, Cherkasy, Chernihiv, Vinnytsia, Khmelnytsky, Zhytomyr, Sumy, Poltava, Kharkiv, and Dnipropetrovsk regions. As of 8:30 a.m. Kyiv time, 52 drones have been confirmed downed. Another 50 drones have been lost. 6 drones flew in the direction of Russia and Belarus, and 1 more is still in the air. That's all for today. Thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe.